Hi, Will.
Hello.
I'm Madeline. How are you?
Good.
What brings you in today?
I've been having personal conflict about my career and whether I should think about relocating or changing careers altogether.
And what's your current career?
I'm a teacher.
Okay, so what's your conflict?
Well, there were days this year when I wanted to quit, when I didn't like my class and I wasn't having fun teaching and I didn't want to go in, which I know is common, but I was also spending a lot of time of the week there and on going to class after school, and it just felt like I didn't know why I was doing it.
You're feeling very overwhelmed with the work.
Overwhelmed with all the work and then the behaviors and all the extra stuff that they asked me to do.
What type of extra stuff do they ask you?
I coach chess club, and I have to grade papers, and I have to go to class one night a week, which has extra homework on the weekends when I'm already lesson planning on the weekends and grading papers. So 40 hours quickly turns into 50 hours, quickly turns into 60 hours a
Sounds
week.
like a lot.
Yeah.
Sounds like a lot. You're really having trouble with your workload. With,
I am.
How much you have to do at work and then having school and all the extra time that goes with that. So can you tell me more about your daily, what happens during the day?
Well, we have good days and we have bad days. On a good day, everything will go, sort of according to plan, even though they're really low academically. On a bad day, there will be multiple meltdowns with kids yelling at each other. They don't really get mad at me that much, but kids will be yelling at each other and they hate each other and they don't want to come to school. And we've had a couple tragedies this year. So a lot of my kids are struggling emotionally as well as academically, and it's very difficult for me to give them what they need because I'm not a counselor or a therapist. So I feel like I can only either teach or support them emotionally. It's very hard to do both.
So it sounds like their behavior problems greatly contribute to their low scale academic.
Absolutely. And a lot of times when kids are behind academically, they will lash out or act out so that they don't have to do the work or so that other kids don't know that they're behind. It's a coping mechanism that they use.
Okay, so their low academics also plays a part in their behavior.
Absolutely.
So it's double-edged sword. It sounds like it would be very difficult for you to plan to hold a lesson when there's so much distractions.
Yeah, and I've got about 4 or 5 kids like that.
And they contribute greatly to the energy of the classroom, even though it's 4 or 5 of them.
Yeah.
So what are your good days like?
On a good day, everything will go nicely, and I'll feel like I have the energy to redirect and coach, and the lessons go well, or the lesson goes okay, but we're still working through it. Some days I just don't have the energy to coach everybody emotionally while I'm trying to teach.
It takes a lot of energy to do your job.
And that's another part of it, is that I feel completely drained every day when I come home. I come home at 4:30, I'm just done.
And that affects the rest of your night.
Absolutely.
So on one hand, you're really struggling with work and with school and with the classroom and the kids, and then on the other hand, you have a great day and you're questioning why you ever questioned it in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me what that is like, having the two sides in your head.
It feels like I keep going back and forth and I don't know what to do. And I feel like I know I'm going to have good years in the future, so I don't necessarily want to quit. And I also don't want to quit because I know that if I just left, the kids would take a hit academically. It would put them way behind. So I definitely want to finish out the year no matter what.
So you're worried about both yourself and the kids.
Absolutely.
And how your decision will affect them.
Absolutely. Even on bad days, I care about them and where they're at.
You really have great love for those kids.
Try.
That's great. So on on bad days, what do you think about could make it better?
I feel like I could get more support, behavior support from the administration. I feel like they could help me more. I kind of sometimes feel like I'm on my own. Like, I don't, like, anything that happens, I'm just going to have to deal with it.
What type of support comes to mind? What are you looking for?
I don't know, counseling, therapy.
For you?
Small groups. No, for the kids.
Okay.
Because that's the thing that I can't do. I cannot be their counselor. I cannot be their therapist. I don't have time. They tell me that I need to worry about math and that I get graded on math scores. And then the kids come in and they need therapy and they need counseling and they need clothes because they're poor. And I've got 3 kids who don't speak English and I'm not trained to teach ELL. So I'm hearing that I'm only being judged on math, and then I'm understanding that there are all these other factors that are holding me back from being able to teach math.
There are so many things that play a role in their math scores,
Absolutely.
More so than just the teaching.
Right.
That would be very difficult.
Yeah. And additionally, I have gotten a new student recently who doesn't speak, 2 new students who don't speak any English. And I've been having trouble figuring out what to do with them while I'm teaching, because they have no idea what I'm talking about.
And communication with somebody who doesn't speak English is very difficult.
Yeah, so I bought one of them an Arabic dictionary, but it only gets us so far.
So you're concerned with how they're going to learn?
Yeah, but I'm also concerned with how I'm going to be graded at the end of the year. I don't think it's fair that they're going to look at just one axiom of my effectiveness instead of the whole picture of what I've done.
The whole picture can show a great deal more than just the test
Absolutely.
score. So what would you like to work on in this with us, between us?
Oh, I don't know. I guess I would like to better understand my feelings of what I want to do with my future.
And to work out the conflicting thoughts and feelings. Well, we can definitely work on that next time. We will listen to both sides of your thoughts and make a plan as to the future.
Okay,
Thank you for meeting with me.